tried counting
welcome
in.
to our stream.
Oh, this didn't work.
Welcome to our stream of D&D. We do a lot of stuff that makes you want to scream. Why'd we have to flee? Our place is pretty sweet. We always seem to end up hating fucking Reese. So we gather up our dice, we gather up our sheets. The DM has a quest we all want to achieve. Whether it's a dungeon or whether it's a beast, we will always kill it at the very least. We're off to stop a villain, we're off to save a priest. The one thing that we want to know is when we get to leave.
Hey! DM.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah.
We're up for our next session.
That was bad. I'm sorry.
We'll get better, I swear.
Eventually.
At some point in time.
Oh, do we want to put this in front, actually?
So let's look at let's see what's going on, right? Last we left off, you guys were in Greywitch Port. You'd been giving a job. You'd found yourself in Belcourt Manor. You decided, you know what, let's go out in the town for a bit. Hooked up with Everett 2-Watch, got some information off him, and were sent to a little tavern called the Brass Anchor, or as the sign reads, the Assahor.
Hey,
Yeah.
Key DMing skills right there. Thank you. You guys had entered into a brawl, which you had lost.
Yep.
Don't
Can I
look
get
at
my
me.
daggers back?
Yeah, no, you pick up your weapons and everything. They're all
Okay.
returned. You drank some weird drink, and we left off as the spry, kind of weaselly-looking half-elf barged the door, ordered a round for everyone, and collapsed onto the floor.
Okay, cool.
Right.
So,
I did specifically say, oh no, I was having my bagged lunch. I'm good.
Yes, no, you guys were eating your bag lunch.
I had yelled at Tavik.
Oops. I'm trying to turn down my volume, but it's not working.
I had yelled at Tavik to come on over. So,
So you guys have gathered around your little thing. Immediately afterwards, the tavern owner, Grindel, had gotten drinks for everyone. His daughter, Delilah, had...
it's his daughter?
His granddaughter,
Okay.
Delilah, had scooped up the half-elf and deposited him in a thing.
The buff lady?
Yeah, the buff lady.
There you
Delilah.
go.
Okay.
The buff lady Delilah.
The buff lady, Delilah.
Delilah.
Has
The buff lady Lila.
the buff lady Delilah.
No,
That Kizzo is apparently
the-
attracted to because that's
buff
what the
Lila.
rules said.
That's what the rules said! Hey,
Roll
man.
for it. You can't argue against the rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that had happened. What you guys doing?
Apparently we're too quiet.
Is he...
We're too quiet?
Apparently.
Are we? Should we turn the volume up? Or
Turn it up a little bit?
It's
Are you
all the
sure?
way up.
Are you sure she doesn't have her volume too low?
Yeah, Emma.
Maybe you should
call
try
out
turning
post
your
to
volume
Emma.
up.
Because that's what we sound like on the phone.
Yeah, Emma, call out post to you. Turn your volume up.
Yeah, turn your volume up a bit. Okay.
thank you for your kind words. You have failed us, not us.
Yeah.
So...
I'm sorry. Our first, well, no, probably our second follower.
And you're wrong. It
We're
does
gonna
not
call
block
you
me.
out right now because you rolled a nat 1
You're
on
wrong.
the
It
volume.
doesn't block me. Look where my hand is.
Oh, hey.
At least it's not
Wrong
your boobs,
side.
okay?
Why?
We block out Dylan. I'm sorry.
Bye, Dylan. Dylan, just, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, Bella.
No, not at my table.
I can't be gay at your table,
You can
okay?
be gay everywhere else.
Dylan,
in
you
my
gotta
house.
leave.
But Shin has to be gay at my table.
Yeah,
Not
shit.
you, Dylan.
Yeah.
No gay at my table except for Shin.
But what if Jasper's
What about
here?
Kizza?
Kissa can do it. Fine. I'm allowed to gay at my table.
Why did we have to have this argument?
Okay.
Sorry, did we just accept gays
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Congratulations, Dylan.
congratulations.
Gay marriage now legalized at 8 a.m.
Not necessarily in our world, but I don't know. Is gay marriage legal, Reese?
At this table, yeah.
At this table?
Wait, at this table,
Have
what
you,
is
like,
not
gone and
legal?
petitioned?
I signed the petition.
There's a petition going around.
Yeah.
They're voting on it.
Oh, I forgot to
Wait,
write.
now in every town, can Kizzle, like, pull out a paper? show it to people and be like, could you sign my petition?
You guys meet some king or something going around whenever one of them is like, you can't be gay in our town because it just...
Oh, it does work.
Yes,
okay,
we
that's
fucking
good.
can.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, that's weird.
I pull out like
Okay.
a freaking.
So
No,
you're
I have a
23.
scroll.
You are not 23.
It's my birthday.
Baby.
Okay.
Okay,
It took
let's
so long
let's
for it to
actually
do
get
it.
into game here. Stop messing around.
No.
But I want to describe my scroll first.
Do you want to describe your scroll first?
Yeah, my petition.
Your
It's
petition?
a scroll that the king or whoever we meet that's like, not allowed here. I'll just take a scroll and I'll be like, well, as you see, I'll take out like tiny grandma glasses and put them on and be like,
No,
I'm just imagining this huge dragonborn wearing tiny.
it's not that they're tiny
I'll
glasses.
tell you what,
they're
Kizza.
regular size glasses.
I'll tell you what, Kizza, you go shopping, you can buy yourself a scroll and tiny grandma glasses.
yes.
Yes, I will find a way for you to do this.
They're not tiny grandma glasses.
They're
though.
regular
size
glasses.
glasses.
They're tiny grandma gnome glasses.
Oh. Okay. You're gonna break them.
I'll be delicate with them.
Hey, that's not me.
Hi, Jewel.
Hi.
So
I think that's my sister.
Oh, okay, hello.
Nice.
Thanks, Emma.
It didn't give us a little alert when
Unless
I came
it's
on,
not
but.
Alrighty. Wonderful. Let's get into it, guys. You're sitting at this bar. Round of drinks has just been gone around. The half elf has been deposited into a booth a couple of tables away from you guys.
Same.
You can clearly see he's a little bit drunk already. But
He fell over. No
yeah,
kidding.
he's pretty hard into the drink at this point in the day. Which is like just after noon actually. It's you guys had done your brawl at noon.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
5 somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's drinking time everywhere.
Good words, Jimmy Buffett.
Okay. So he's just sitting laying in a booth or sitting?
He's sitting in a booth. He's got a mug of ale.
The guy who fell over?
Yeah.
Is he
Okay.
conscious?
Yeah, he's conscious.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to him.
He's
Delilah
dead.
brought him a little plate of like chicken.
He's
Okay.
dead. They brought
Steal
him.
the chicken. Steal the chicken.
No,
It's not
I'm
real chicken. It's like fish that's like cut into the shape of chicken.
okay. Cool.
That's
Oh my god,
disappointing.
that's fake fish. Fake chicken. Fake. Oh god.
Chicken fish.
Chifish.
Feathered
Chifish.
fish.
Chifish.
It's called feathered fish.
It's chifish.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Chifish. Yes. All right. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna walk over to him and sit down across from him and just kind of be like, "Hey." That exact action.
He gives you the nod.
The nod.
The nod. You know the nod. The what's up? Yo. That nod.
Were you perhaps in a little bit of an accident, shipwreck by any chance,
Holy
my
shit.
old pal?
So the half elf, he's currently got a glass like raised to his thing, like he's taking a drink. He goes like this, and then he like goes to take a drink, and immediately he slams it down, and spits all across the table. And he's like, "What? Yes, I was. Why?
I need to have a little conversation with you.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
Okay. Can I help you?
Let me just call my friends over real quick. Shit!
Why me?
You're the only other one that paid attention.
Sorry, no, just like sitting at a bar. She turns over her shoulder, Shin! And he's drinking a giant thing of ale, and he just like, what?
It's a good thing to note that you guys are at the table directly next to his table. Like Kizza turns around and yells into his face.
And he immediately says, why me?
Okay, are you gonna come over?
No, I'm gonna stay right where I'm sitting, because fuck you.
Okay.
I'm gonna come over to this thing, and I'm gonna sit down.
To Shin or
No,
to...
to Kizza with the dude. And I'm gonna take out a candle, like one of the
Oh yeah.
candles of truth. I'm gonna take one of them out. I'm gonna.
Are you gonna chug a candle?
I'm
It
not.
looks like you're gonna like slam it on the table and just like
Do you
chug it.
even have a matchbox, Jason?
I believe I can
I'm just gonna put it down and like look at him.
He
Roll
raises a
intimidation.
single eyebrow.
Do you have a match?
Yes.
Can I borrow it?
Okay. Reaches into his pack and brings it out and he kind of hands it to you. And it's like, there you go. And it's a little like a matchbox size metal kit. And you open it up and there's a couple of matches.
I swear to God,
Okay,
don't steal it.
No. I take the match out and I like light it and I light the candle.
Okay, yeah. For the benefit of everyone watching and the people at our table, why don't you describe what the candles of truth do?
They do fucking nothing.
Okay.
It lasts an hour and it sheds dim light in 20 feet. Zone of truth 20 feet. It's bullshit.
I read it and I thought it said Zoft instead of 20 feet. I'm like, that's like the warrior cat's equivalent of like a fox leap. I'm like, it's a Zoft. 2 Zoft. 20 feet.
So,
That's the truth, right?
for what Baz could tell from the candle, given his check and everything, the candle sheds dim light,
Yeah, so
and it casts the spell Zone of Truth, and there is no save. It is immediate and total. You cannot lie within the dim light.
Okay, cool.
Am I
So-
not in this area?
It's 20 feet, so you guys are just on the edge of it.
Okay, how long has this taken for them to do this?
This has been about 5 minutes. They've sat down, yelled at Shin, Baz has come over and lit a candle.
Okay, cool.
I want you to know I gave him the burned out candle back to him. Or like match.
Okay.
You okay? Great, you're a good guy.
Can I have my box back with it, please?
I take one match out, put it in my pocket, and give it back to him.
Okay. That's okay. I don't need that. Okay. Puts it back in his little pack.
But is that the truth?
Well, it kind of has
It
to
has
be.
to be. He doesn't need it, so
Is that the truth though?
it has to be.
It has to be. It is.
It
the
has to
truth.
be. It's the zone of
There
truth.
is no save for the Zone of Truth cast by this candle. There is no lying whatsoever.
Okay. So, freaking ringers on. I'm playing a game.
Shut up, Mom! I'm playing
Shut
a
up,
game.
Mom. Okay.
Okay.
Is anyone
Afternoon.
asking questions
Yeah,
to
I am.
this half
I
elf?
got it. I got it.
No.
I got it.
I know it.
Don't worry. I got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is anyone introducing themselves to this elf?
No.
Hi.
You've sat down in this booth, lit a candle, and apparently taken half of it.
I'm
Okay.
picking you up for
Cool.
lunch. Let's go.
Hang on.
We're on a date now. We're getting married. in a
Hang
week.
on.
Good
Wait.
luck.
Okay, wait. So is Baz just standing next to me, or is
No, I'm
are they
sitting.
just sitting?
I'm
Yeah,
sitting.
you guys are sitting on either side.
Okay, I
of
want to
this
kick
But is
Baz
that
out
the
of the
and
truth?
he's sitting on the side.
I want to push Baz out of the booth so I can.
You guys
talk.
are across the booth from each other.
Oh damn it!
Yeah, no. You're on one side, Baz is on the other side, and then at the far end is Juno.
Can she roll
The
to
half.
like push Baz while her hand like goes through the
What?
Yeah. I don't know.
You can try and kick Baz out, I guess, with your feet under the table.
What are you writing?
Okay.
But-
What should I be doing?
Ask him questions!
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So I'm gonna introduce myself first because I'm a good person.
No, you're not.
Shut up!
Zone of
Okay.
truth, you can't lie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna introduce myself because I'm a terrible person, but I have some levels of decency. My name's Kiza.
Juno, Tavern,
Okay.
first mate.
How do you spell Tavern?
T-A-V-E-R-N.
T-E-V-R-N.
So
J-U-N-O-T-E-V-R-N.
Is he pregnant? Congratulations.
Are you okay?
okay.
Have you never seen the movie Juno?
It's a good movie.
I have not.
Okay.
The lady's just pregnant.
I'm
the whole
trying to
time.
ask a question.
Sorry. Is he
Sorry to
drinking
anyone
Sunny
who's just
D?
had the movie Juno ruined.
Okay. So
Hey Emma,
I'm
suck
gonna-
my dick.
Whoa.
whoa.
Continue.
I'm gonna have to ask you a few questions.
Okay. Not super comfortable with that, but okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Whoops. Sorry, not really.
Well, that's me. Okay.
Fun.
So on this shipwreck or whatever it was there anything that attacked you?
You mean the Cur? The ship, the Cur that I was on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were attacked.
By what?
I mean, I think it was a pirate ship, but it was weird, you know? It was,
What type of weird?
How many R's are in Cur?
K-U-R-R. 2 R's.
Okay.
U-R-R.
So let's get into his little thing. So Juno Taverne, we'll start off with this. He's a half-elf. He's thin, kind of gangly, wearing just normal tunic and stuff. He's got, like, a little badge on that says first mate. He looks somewhat like a Weasley kind of looking dude. Like, he's got that kind of the jittery nervousness around him. And he's got a large cut down his chin, his jawbone, which looks pretty recent and fresh and stuff. And he says, I was on first watch, and it was dark. It was just getting dark. We were just rounding the bend to cross over around the Grey Moor, and it became foggy, like real foggy, which is weird because it doesn't do that a lot, not in that area. And there was a singing, like a woman's voice was singing, and then this ship, this giant ship came out of the fog, and it was sailing, but it wasn't sailing properly. It was
A ghost.
yes, it was a ghost. It was a ghost ship.
Wow.
And there was these dark people, like spirits or ghosts on this ship, and they looked real scary. And they all had this green bandana around their heads, and the ship just it passed through the Cur, and the Cur just broke apart.
That's not how physics work.
Okay.
And they boarded, and they were killing people, and there was so much blood and so much fighting, and I was so scared. It was so scary. And then the captain, she handed me a canister, and she told me to keep it safe, and then I jumped off the thing, and I woke up the next morning on a rocky island, and I spent a day there, and no one knows what happened to the Cur. It's gone. It didn't show up, and I don't know if they're dead or alive, and I've only got this stupid canister to show for it.
Can I see the canister?
Okay. He leans over, and he's like throwing through this little bag he's got with him, and he pulls out a canister, and it's about this long. It's a big canister, right? And it's done in blue leather. And there are pictures of waves across it, and there's a ship detailed into it. And it's kind of, if you rolled it out, like it's done around, so it wraps around this big picture that wraps around, but if you had rolled it flat or something, it's a picture of this kind of seascape with a ship, and above the ship is a single 7-pointed star and a dark shape over top of it that isn't quite you can't quite make out what it is. And there is a text in a language you don't read. A language that looks familiar, though. And he hands you this canister, and there's no like you try twisting the tops and like pulling it apart, and it won't open. But there is on the top of the canister, on one of the sides, there is a small indent for what looks like some sort of key or like brooch could fit in. And he says, I don't know what it is. I've had it. I've been trying to open it, but I can't get it open.
Have we seen this happening at the other table?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll perception. Jasper, roll perception.
If I should start laughing or if I should start crying.
Well, you can
Why?
roll perception to see.
You can roll perception.
Jesus just sent me a picture.
Of what?
It's Travis. He sent it.
Oh God.
Sorry, I was closing Instagram when I saw that.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's Batman.
It's Batman.
Straight up Batman.
Oh gosh.
You guys are weird.
Sorry. It was
What'd you
a
get for
long
perception?
night.
3? No, you're a little consumed. You like after Kizza yelled at you and stuff, you just kind of like purposely annoying her. Like you moved around the table so your back's facing her. Right?
That sounds like a Shin thing to do.
Danny, Jasper, what'd you get for perception?
Tabby's not there yet. It hasn't been very long.
Oh yeah, Tabby's still in the washroom. I apologize.
Charlotte's still eating her lunch. It hasn't been that long.
Okay, so Charlotte's only Baz and Kizza have seen it then.
You said it's only been like 5 minutes, and then the
Oh no,
battle
it's been
lasted
5
not
minutes since the
very
brawl.
long,
It's been
so-
about 15 minutes since you left, because they had to set up and everything.
Another few minutes, and he'll probably show up.
Okay. Yep. He's taking a long bathroom break.
Jeez, why is he so...
He
You're
has-
like
he
a
has
girl.
diarrhea. He got diarrhea.
He really had to pee.
Fantasy diarrhea.
Can't figure out the toilets.
Oh my gosh.
Is it like a shower at someone else's house?
There's too many buttons.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, so he hands you this map canister and you guys look it over and everything. It won't budge
Are
open.
you going to ask to take it?
Oh, 100%. Can I, take this for some further examination? I'll give it back to you, I swear, on my entire life.
I'm not sure. I'm comfortable with that. I mean, you guys look pretty cool and everything, but I don't really know you, and I was like my friends died for this thing, so.
Okay, well, then, a new question. Can we take you?
Take me.
Yeah, with the canister and all of your stuff. Can we take you with us to go?
Is
To
this
go.
your plan of adopting orphans?
Where would we go?
Are you planning on adopting this guy?
We have this
So-
friend.
Doesn't wanted an orphan?
We have this this friend that he kind of told us about your accident, and he wants to help you. He wants to help you find.
You've got Zone of Truth on. This has to be the absolute truth. Remember that. Just in case.
We want to help you find your friends because we want money.
Oh, I mean that's kind of scary, and I kind of feel like I'm about to get kidnapped, but persuasion.
No.
Yeah.
Can you persuade this man to become your kidnapping
Okay, this
villain
does not
of
count.
free
I need
will?
to see which dice is better real quick. Okay. I'm gonna hope, please,
But-
honey.
You know, it shouldn't have been, can we take you? It should have been, do you want to come with us? We're gonna help you.
That was a terrible roll.
It was also a terrible persuasion. Also, I'm super sick again. If you
17.
couldn't tell. Wait,
17?
No, I'm telling the listeners. I'm
Is it
not
enough?
staring into your
You
soul
know what?
villain.
If it'll get my friends back, then yes, you can. I'll come with you. Where are we going?
To Narnia!
That was not.
I
The
stand
truth.
up and turn
I've been to a
around.
couple ports. I haven't heard of that port.
I stand up and turn around, and I'm like, pack your bags. We're leaving.
Oh, but oh, okay.
Finish your fish.
Okay. Kinda
Stop
scared,
scaring
kinda
the
turned
man.
Is Shin saying that, or are you saying that?
I'm saying that.
on. Kind of starts. I have to raise my hands because I was doing it down here, but kind of scared. Kind of turned on.
Oh no!
Kizza's gonna use this to her advantage to full force.
Kissa, no!
Really pretty dragonborn. Really scary lady.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wait, I have a question. Did Kizza hear that?
Roll perception.
Oh my god.
Did Kizza hear it?
Oh, I pray to God.
Wait, if she heard it, does she get advantage on persuasion rolls? Because
we'll
apparently
see.
he's turned on by her.
We'll see.
23.
Oh fuck! You heard it clear as day. Like you were fucking leant over with your ear next to his mouth when he said it. It's pretty inspiring because he's like eating and like whispering to himself, but like Zone of Truth is on, so you definitely fucking like you snap around like a hawk. I heard.
You're like, I hear something that
I
should not be
know.
said aloud.
Okay, cool. Okay. Someone want to go get Tabak?
Not me.
Dibs out.
Okay. Is it the guys' bathroom? Because it's not.
Kiz is not going into the guys' bathroom?
No, Kiz is going into the guys' bathroom.
Okay.
It's the guys' bathroom. It doesn't matter.
Is there
Is there
actually
select
gender?
genders or is
No,
it
there's
just
just
bathroom?
two. There's just two bathrooms. They've got a couple of stalls in each of them.
I opened the door. I opened it gently.
Kiz,
I
go
thought
harass
about,
Tabak.
I thought about kicking the door in, but I decided to open it gently, and I'm just like,
Well, I mean, if you scared themselves shitless, I mean, that takes a lot less time than actually going to the washroom.
I walk in and I'm like, Tabak! We found the guy. We gotta go. Come on. I'm not asking. I'm demanding.
Fine.
Hey.
Fuck
having-
you.
No thanks, comrade. Let's go.
Cool. So you guys exit the thing. Juno has gotten up, like he's finished his stuff, and he says, I have to finish some stuff in town, but when are we leaving?
Why did his voice get so high?
Is his voice higher?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
He's nervous.
He's nervous. He's real nervous.
Okay.
There's so many attractive people in this group. He's just like, oh god.
Does he find me, an old man with like ale in his beard, sexy?
At this point, I'm pretty sure Shin is just turned
Do you
around
wanna
staring
ask?
at you disappointedly.
Okay, you ask him if he finds you attractive, and he seems to fight it for a second.
I'm sorry, why you?
Even yes, odd no.
Holy shit.
That's a 2.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of a thing.
For old dwarves.
For old dwarf.
You're not bad looking.
Technically, he's like 60 in dwarven years.
60? I thought he was 40.
Okay, can we say that hearing this,
No,
like,
like,
Shin is kind of,
human
like,
years,
tuned an
60.
ear in now, and
Like, it
he's
would be
giggling
like
at the other.
He's 241.
I mean, you're all pretty attractive, but when are we leaving?
Tomorrow?
Are we talking about leaving on the ship?
Yeah, we're gonna bring him with us.
Okay.
He's coming with us.
Whoa. Yeah, we're leaving on the ship tomorrow.
So you guys have the rest of today, and then tomorrow, and you leave the following morning.
Yeah, we leave.
So about 2 days.
So we've got 2 days
A
time.
day's time. 2 days time.
Are you, who's talking to him?
I guess I am. So, about. I mean, where are you gonna be? I'll come pick you up or something.
I mean, I can come here, or I can go to the ship, the docks, or I don't.
The docks.
What are we on? Are we going by ship, or are we going?
Yeah, we're going on a ship.
No,
Are
we're
you
going by
good with that?
hawk. Who the fuck do you think?
Yeah.
Zone of truth,
I'm
buddy.
okay.
I
I'll
know I
live.
said it.
It's your
Hopefully.
own zone of truth.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I think we've moved out of the zone unless we're carrying the candle with us.
are you carrying the candle?
Juno is still standing next to the table. Like,
I was gonna
he's
say,
gotten
I
out of
think
the
we're
booth,
still-
but you guys are still sitting at the table, and you guys have just gathered around. He's
Okay.
the only one currently in the zone of truth.
Okay. Cool.
I'm still eating my lunch.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Charlotte's
none
still
of the
eating
rest of
lunch.
us are still in the zone of truth?
No, you guys, your table was like far enough away that it wasn't impacted
I'm still
by
sitting at the table with Juno.
Okay. Wait. So I'm out. I'm out of
you're
the
still
zone
at
of
the-
truth.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Baz is still in the zone. Because he's sitting at the booth still. Juno's
I'm thinking
like, gotten out
about
of the
saying
booth now.
something.
What?
Let me think about it first.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm just glad Shin's not in the zone of truth because he would absolutely hate you guys after that.
They'd just be like, Shin, hey Shin, tell us what's your last name, buddy?
I don't think his last name would give you much unless Reese has done a lot of world building around his last name.
What did you throw at me?
Shin.
Hey, what's that?
Oh,
Oh,
one.
Shin.
You gave me a
Anything
nat
else?
1.
No, I can't
Thanks.
tell you anything.
He gave me a
You can roll history with disadvantage.
Yeah, to try and figure out if you know.
I'm not just gonna tell you things.
If you know that Shin is
Everything you
from
want
some
to know,
mysterious
you
family.
have to work with.
Yeah.
I will actually try. Do you want to test me?
Are you gonna roll with
History with
disadvantage?
disadvantage.
While you do this, Juno says he'll meet you guys back here the morning after next.
Add a 1 to the crit one.
Wait, for what?
Oh yeah, no, you know shit all about dark elves. Like you weren't even sure they really existed. Like Dragonborn lands and stuff, they don't get a lot of Underdark stuff because there was a big thing where they went underground. They just fucking cleared that place out.
Okay, cool.
So they don't get dark elves there much.
9 nat ones. Oh
20 nat ones, we get a nat 20.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know fuck all about me.
You know fuck all. You weren't even sure that dark elves exist.
And then you saw
And
Shin.
then you saw shit and you were like, maybe he's got a bad 10.
A bad tan that turned him completely black.
Well, I mean, you never know, guys.
Spray tan gone wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you don't go to Fabutan.
Okay.
Wait, isn't that... What is that?
Anyway,
It's the 10 place.
Okay, thank you. I was just like,
I'm
wait.
sorry.
did I just...
Is it
I
real?
want to sit this way.
so are you guys
Get into
telling the
character.
rest of the group about this canister and stuff or no?
No.
You telling them that you brought Juno with you?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Shin.
Yeah.
He's coming with us now.
I'm gonna tell the group about the canister.
Why?
No, you're not.
Zone of truth.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
gonna lie about not telling them about the
So-
canister, and then I'm like, we have a canister!
Oh my god.
I think Shin like tries to stay kind of out of the area where people are acting weird and goes, really? So tell me about this canister.
I did write notes about it because, you know.
It's fine, I did.
Okay.
Just tell me you told me about
I
it.
told you about it.
Okay, good.
So D&D works and you're like...
Wow.
So Baz describes it to you. Juno's left the tavern at this point. He's told you he'll meet
Did he
you.
eat his fish?
He finished his
Um,
fish. He finished his
eat it.
fish. There's like this tiniest bit left.
I'm trying not to fall.
Tiniest
eat it.
morsel.
Oh my
Okay,
god, are you a
nom
vacuum?
You nom down on that. There's a couple of coins left on the table that he's left.
I'ma
That
take
Delilah.
it.
Oh no. Delilah comes by
No.
and swipes those before you can touch them.
Can I try to? No.
She
no.
looks at you and she just gives you like this look that's like, fucking try it. Fucking try it.
I-
And she like slowly backs away.
I look at Delilah and I just wink. I'm like,
She blinks back with both eyes.
But is it slowly like a cat?
is it like...
Yeah, like that.
Is it like a skeptical blink or?
She does this weird thing where she's like,
What does that... Okay.
What does that mean?
I don't.
opens, she like squints repetitively at you.
So either she can't wink or she is not attracted to you.
Or she just can't see. Maybe she has bad vision.
Yeah,
Or she
maybe.
thinks your eyes are effed up.
And then she goes to turn away, and as she goes to turn away,
Oh.
The ceiling falls on her. Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
she turns away.
As she turns away.
And as she turns away, she goes,
My heart just...
and then she's back behind the bar. Yeah. So you guys
I
have
want to
made
blow up
plans.
the candle now.
Okay, you blow out the candle.
Prepare for the best imagery of your life. Kiza fucking skips out of the tavern.
So the candles each have five charges, depending on how long you use them. So if they go the full hour, it's -1 charge. So we'll say you have 4 and about a half. So you have a half hour left on this candle. For now. So you have about 4.5 hours left of this candle. Each one is worth 5.
candle?
Yeah, each candle will be are worth 5 burns. They can only burn for an hour though, at a time. So you have to relight them if you want to keep using them.
Oh, I wanted to apologize personally to our DM here real quick because I forgot to write the Shin X Adrian pen. I'm gonna write it. I swear.
By the way, do you want mine as well, or just?
Yeah,
'cause
no,
it's-
send them all to me. Everything. You'll find a fun little library if you guys look around in one specific dungeon. Like it's some months into the future, and you'll just find one book in like this weird language you can kind of read, and it'll just be the fanfiction.
You'll have to send that to me as well.
I'm gonna write it on these last few pages right here, and I'm gonna start writing it today. So
You know,
Look forward to having it by
I
tonight.
have nothing to do with this orange divider.
Just Adrian fanfiction. This is what we do with our lives, okay, guys? Like, you think we're cool people who play Dungeons and Dragons and do fun things.
They don't think we're cool.
We are cool people. Who
I mean,
play
some of us
Dungeons
are cool
and Dragons.
people. I'm wearing a pork pie right now because my hair's floofy.
You're also wearing a Stitch shirt, which is pretty cool. Stitch.
Ohana.
Ohana
better.
means family.
It's cool.
No, it doesn't.
Ohana means family, and family means get the fuck on the ground with the money in the bag. That's my favorite chin. My favorite quote.
Okay, cool.
Anyways. Ooh. Forehead. Too much forehead.
Too much forehead for your taste.
Too much forehead for my taste. Yeah, so you guys are left in this tavern.
Can I leave the tavern?
Yeah. Kids have skipped out.
I'll follow behind.
Shin-
Baz leaves.
Shin walks like Shin.
Tabak and Charlotte, you guys are left at the table. Grindel comes back.
How does Shin walk? Wait, no, I want a demonstration.
Wait, the
No.
two richest people
Wait, does
just
Shin-
left.
Grindel comes by and he puts a little slip of paper with the bill on the table. And he says, you can pay now or we can run you up a tab.
What just happened?
The two richest people here walked out and left you with the tab.
You guys are assholes.
Oh, that's very nice, Jasper.
What was
Stuck the middle finger up at me.
Yeah, same.
Jasper? Be nice.
That isn't cool.
You walked out.
You walked out!
Yeah, thanks.
You left a 12-year-old child and a dude who just spent 15 minutes in the washroom with the bill.
No, you left two people who spent 15 minutes in the washroom each to pay the bill.
One of them is a child. And
I almost died, and you have to make me
Though,
pay the
given
bill.
that apparently we're
Excuse
gonna
you?
stay in this town for a while, maybe we should start up a tab.
I agree.
How much is the bill?
so it is, given what you guys got, it'll be about 15 copper. It's not a super expensive tavern. Like
I
this
look
is-
at the man who left the receipt, and I say, "Someone will come pay for this later."
I'll put it on
I
tab
was
then.
gonna pay for it, you child.
Then you pay for it.
It's
I
later, technically.
I don't have anything to pay with.
Okay, how much did you say it was?
15 copper. Cause you guys got 2 free rounds of drinks.
What
and
gold
then
is
you
how many copper?
ordered your little.
100 gold, right? Is one color? Or one.
1 gold is
Oh,
100
God.
silver.
No,
1
you have
silver
that one.
is 100 copper.
I
So
did
it's
not.
the lowest
Here,
denomination.
look,
Okay.
I'll roll again.
No, you
It's
hug-
not. It's
you
it's
hug
it's a fishing. It's
Now
a
I got
fishing
19.
like ship guild in a small town. It's not gonna be like a
Oh,
super
I
high
have
end class.
change for 1 gold.
You know you want that 19.
He gives. says,
I'm just
I'll
gonna
put it
give
on a
my
tab.
gold and say sorry for all the problems. And leave, because I had that.
Yeah.
We
so,
did. Wait, we did
Fiddle
also
takes it.
burn the thing.
Yeah, you burned the fucking floor.
And as
I
you
will
guys
say, that
leave,
is
he
my
like
fault.
he like waves you away and he's like, "Make sure to stop in next time." Very very loudly, like he screams out. Like you guys are walking way down the boardwalk, you hear him scream. Okay.
Wait, we
you
burnt
guys-
his bar and he wants us back?
Yeah.
Grindel is a chill AF dude. Okay, he's like
He's
I
not
still want to
chill.
know how Shin walks.
He almost beat us for wrecking parts of his bar.
yeah. And
Which
then
I
he
need
didn't
ideas.
charge you.
How am
I
I
guess
gonna
makes a lot of
describe in detail how he walks in my fanfic?
It depends on on the circumstance.
Well, okay, you know what? Now he's gonna strut. That's how he's gonna walk in my
He
fanfic.
struts or he limps. There's 2 ways.
Who?
He struts into the bedroom and limps out.
What?
Confirmed. Shin is the bottom.
I'm leaving.
This is quality D&D right
So,
here, ladies
let me
and gents.
Flip my pages here to here.
I think I zoned out at the most opportune moment.
And so,
Forget all of my notes.
And
We're just
so,
gonna
Adrian.
write fan fiction together.
Do you have Tylenol for headaches?
I do, but it's children's Tylenol.
I don't care.
We've been doing a lot of yelling.
Okay. So you guys come out of the tavern.
I wrote my fanfic. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, it's great.
Wait, I need to add one more thing.
You
Now,
guys come out of the
question is,
tavern,
is
and
it
it's
still
about
a
it's about 1 in the afternoon. It's about
Sorry,
1 in the
Danny.
afternoon when you guys leave the tavern. Um, you still have the rest of the day left. Couple hours, so you can head over to the shop. You can go visit To Watch again.
I need to go get
Shopping,
flowers.
shopping. Hey, Kizzy, you gonna come and get heels with me?
Yeah. Do they make heels for Dragonborn?
I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out.
You have to find a shoemaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably gonna be hella expensive.
Yeah.
Danny did finish a drink.
I did.
Oh.
I didn't finish mine either, so.
I did.
By the way, I need to talk with you about something later.
Ooh,
wanna-
secret, ladies and gentlemen.
I clap so hard that my hands hurt.
Can we go to the marketplace or wherever? And do you think there's like someone who knows about minerals and shit?
You can look around.
I want to do that.
Like, if
So-
you guys are getting to the market, then?
You're
Yeah.
trying to find a nutritionist?
No.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Because.
I think that's a trademark, guys.
He does.
We're
We're gonna
Copyright.
get sued.
True.
We have fantasy lawyers. We're fine.
Fantasy lawyer.
I actually have lawyers.
Fantasy
I have
lawyers
lawyers
for
too.
all your
Yay.
big problems.
We actually
Gonna
managed
get
to high five,
you.
unlike me and
I was
Jason.
gonna say, gonna get you sued.
Oh, hey.
Hey, there was a high five.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Gonna get you bail.
Yeah, that's better.
We might need bail.
Okay.
A lot of bail.
Okay, we're going to the market.
Market.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so you guys make your way.
Yeah, same.
You guys make your way out of the
Ooh, we
the
temporarily saw Bella in the camera.
You make your way out of the tavern, down the docks and stuff. It's actually kind of nice here. It's a nice warm day. Wind is blowing and stuff. There's the smell of the sea, rotting fish.
Wait, what time is it?
All your classical things. It's about 1 in the afternoon.
Okay, so Shin's hood is up.
Yeah, no, your hood is different. It's nice and bright and warm. You get the kind of like cool breeze off the ocean. You can smell salt and fish.
Oh, how nice.
There's a couple of ships that are docked currently. They don't look like they've actually been out of port for a couple of days. You make your way back around in through one of the, duck through the kind of tunnel system that leads into the big cavern, making your way down the roads and stuff, and you come out into the large marketplace. And there are tents and tables and a variety of different people all spread out around this large kind of central fountain. There's about 3 or 4 big tents that are kind of positioned. Each of them has like their own like side that they've kind of put up on. There's some tables that are selling fresh fruit, fish, a lot of fish. There's a lot of fish tables. There's one that's hawking soaps and
Soap.
required hygiene products and stuff. There is 1 or 2 that are hawking some fishing knives and tools and stuff. Yeah, so what you guys looking for?
Is there any place with minerals or iron or shit like that?
Roll me an investigation.
What did you just do to your hair?
Is it static?
No,
It's-
it looks like it's been gelled.
Yeah.
You look like a kind of like a greaser, Jason.
Yeah, except it sticks up.
Grease lightning.
Yeah.
That is definitely a trademark.
Yeah, that is.
That's why I stopped. Did
17.
you notice how fast I
17?
just...
Yeah, so, you kind of make your way through a couple of, like, people are like, oh, buy this, we've got the best deals. No, we've got the best deals.
Wait, first of all, stop touching my dice.
You make your way around this thing, kind of looking for a place. And there's a small, like, not forge, but it's like a small, like, shop keep that's set up in the area and stuff. And he's got like an anvil and a small, just thrown together kind of
I'm
stove
worried this
thing.
chair is gonna break.
And he has a little sign above it that says "Arms and Armors."
Okay, I wanna
Arms?
Arms and Armors.
Arms.
I wanna.
So arms is in like weapons.
Arms.
Yeah, he sells actual arms.
This sounds like a very
Sorry.
Magnus
I'm
story.
worried my
Yeah, okay, got it.
I'd like to go up to him.
'Kay.
Does he have any customers in the store? Or
There's like one woman who's kind of like browsing over some stuff, but she looks like she's wasting time.
Okay.
So the actual dude is a little bit taller than you. He's a little bit on the shorter side and stuff. He's got a big, like, bushy, bright red mustache.
Oh, a ginger.
Oh no, he's got like black hair, but a big red mustache.
Still a ginger.
Ginger mustache, yeah.
Half ginger.
Half ginger.
There's a lot of gingers in this. Isn't Adron? Doesn't Adron
yeah.
have red hair too? And so did Delilah.
Does he?
Do you have a thing for
Yeah.
people with red hair?
Yeah,
No.
remember when he was
I'm
describing...
sorry, Reese.
No, when he was describing the picture of Adron, he has 2 different colored eyes and red hair.
No.
I thought he had black hair.
If we'd like to go into discussion about it, there are certain places that'll be more like skin color and
Sorry,
hair color
if
and
we-
stuff. I put a lot of
If you
want
want to go
Okay.
into
Okay, cool.
discussion about it,
red hair color and stuff, that's pretty common in Mirror and like just Illustrator itself.
Okay.
Cool.
You'll get more of the darker colored hairs and stuff in Kivet and Nazar,
Okay.
which are the
I
two
needed
other
that.
big continents.
Okay.
You get varieties and stuff. It's just red hair is a lot more common here.
Well, they also seem to mostly talk with Scottish accents, so maybe that explains
Yeah.
some of it.
Majority of the hair color, the red hair comes from the more human nations and stuff.
Mhm.
So you get a lot of the more humanoids.
Yeah.
Red
I
hair.
don't know.
Maybe it's maybe.
The man turns
What?
around though, and he's got like shock black, like
Maybelline?
slicked black hair and this big bushy red mustache.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he turns around, he's got 2 little tusks poking out from his mouth. And he turns around, he's buff. He's built, but he's like
Is he
just
orc?
taller than a dwarf. Like he's human, but he's just taller than a dwarf. And he actually turns around, he's got the tusks and stuff. He's a half orc.
Knew it! Okay.
He's just a midget.
He's just a small half orc who's like ridiculously buff. Like, this dude could give The Rock his money. Give a run for the money. Like he's fucking built.
Here, Rock, take my money.
I'm gonna reach over, put my hand out. Hello, Baz Benham of the Yakin Dwarves. I'd like to do a little bit of business with you today. Here's my business card. It's too far.
He takes your hand and stuff and he shakes it and he's like, Carl.
Carl.
At least it's not
Carl.
Craig.
Okay.
Craig.
I have while mining in unidentified area, I found an unidentifiable little thing here, and I give him the 2, or show him the 2 things that I have.
Okay, yeah, he takes them and stuff. He kind of looks them over and stuff. Says, I don't think I've worked with anything like this. I could take a closer look for you. For a couple of... Give me an hour or 2. I can do some work, see if I can figure out what it is. But this doesn't really look like anything I've worked with before. He's kind of like looking this thing over, turning it over and stuff. And it is... I think you lived in Illustran for a lot of your life. This isn't really a rock that you're familiar with. You don't know. It's not very common. So it makes sense that he probably wouldn't know. But he's definitely willing to look into it, figure out what he can find. And he says, "Tell you what. Silver now. I'll spend a good. I'll see what I can figure out. If I figure it out, you pay me another silver. If I don't figure it out, then I'll give you like a discount on something if you come back."
Okay, I'm gonna take one of them back. You can look over the other one, and here, do you have change for 1 gold?
Oh my
Yeah, I've got some stuff in the back.
Okay, here you go. I give him 1 gold.
Okay, he takes the gold. He
need a
riffles through like a little like pouch at his side and stuff, and he brings out 99 silver into your palm. It's like counts them out individually. 1, 2.
Oh god.
So apparently Baz was in there for a bit.
It says, you know, you can stop by the bank, the trust, if you need more coins. A lot of this, like this is high currency for Grey Witch, but yeah, no, word of advice from a commoner. Yeah, no, I'll get it back to you. Stop by, say, hour or 2.
Handcuffed now.
No.
I'll see what I can do.
Sounds good, and I walk out.
I win.
Now, I'm gonna go to the soap store.
Wait, I need your other hand.
Okay, before we get to that, would anyone else like to go somewhere?
What is there?
Can I
Like,
just look around for
exactly.
anything interesting?
You should roll an investigation.
I did.
Oh, you did. 18? Yeah. So there are definitely the couple of like smaller booths and stuff that have just your
Ready?
general run-of-the-mill
Set.
stuff you'd find in
Go.
a trade
Yeah.
war, right? So you get your food items, you get a couple of weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
The big tents do stand out a little bit more.
Okay.
There is one of them.
Guys, shut up.
Sorry, I just wanted an arm wrestle.
There is one tent that is a deep purple, and it's got kind of these golden silks tied off to it that kind of drape around. There is one tent that is like a deep forest green, and it's got like a little like flagpole almost with a little banner that has a white background with a silver deer on it.
Okay.
There is one that is a deep silver color, and it has a little sign above it that reads,
I know it.
Silver Scales, Splendulous Sales.
Oh,
And there is a fourth one that is just like a plain kind of brown wool one, and it's got a little thing that says Monk's Hood.
what?
Monk's Hood.
Mom's side. Okay.
I do have a question. Are we saying that I have met Alto before because
You
the
have
items
met
that I
Alto.
have?
You have met Alto. You've met him a couple of times just in passing from Adron.
Yeah.
But the rest of you have not.
Okay. Yeah, because I was just wondering because I do still have the items.
I met him before.
Oh yes, you have. Sorry, my apologies. You haven't met him at the same time, but you have individually met him.
Oh, okay. Also, is his name Alto or Atto?
Atto.
Atto?
Okay.
Okay.
A-T-O.
Okay.
Atto.
Okay. I heard
Um,
Alto and I'm like, he wasn't a saxophone before.
I
He
couldn't
plays
re-
the saxophone,
I
but he's
couldn't,
not one.
I couldn't remember. I'm gonna go say hi to Atto.
Okay, yeah, you make your way over to the Silver Scales Splendulous Sales,
Yeah.
and you brush open the door, and it's got the same kind of you've been here a couple of times as we said, we've already established and stuff. It's got the same kind of cluttery mess that's laid around. There's a bunch of random assorted things, like things you don't think you'd like. This is a junk store, basically, like, but he loves this sort of stuff. He loves this sort of stuff. And there's no one at the thing. But there is a small bell that you recognize on the counter. It says ring for service.
Yeah, and I'll go up and ring the bell.
Okay, he goes, I'm coming! And from out behind the door strides Atto Silverscales, the wonderful, wonderful human man. He's got the slick, silvery hair, deep silver eyes. He's got kind of nice double on and stuff, and he's got these kind of spectacles on his nose.
X.
That's an age reach there.
He's pretty old. For a human, he's 70s,
Yeah.
That's okay.
early 70s and stuff.
Wait, so Shin's technically older than him.
Yeah, technically, he's 70 in human years. Yep.
Yeah, because in human years, Shin is 97.
You're older than him. In human years, yes.
Exactly. It's fine.
Yes.
It's only
Do I hear just the I'm coming?
You know what? If you guys are kind of walking around, Baz kind of split up from the group. Yeah, you probably see Shin go in, and you hear the I'm coming.
Okay, I'm following you.
Okay, you follow into the shop. It's the same kind of cluttered mess. You were only in here once before, for a special meeting that was set up for you by your mother. And you recognize Otto immediately. He's pretty hard not to recognize. Like, the dude is next level flamboyant.
Is Trina there?
Trina is not.
No.
From what you can see, he's not there right now. And Otto comes up to the thing and he's like, my little spider! Oh, and Charlotte, baby! You came together, you found each other, how wonderful!
okay.
How can I help you, darling?
Okay, Kizza hears this and is now intrigued and walks in.
Okay. Oh, look at you! Beautiful, madam! And he comes around the thing and he takes your hand, he kisses the tip of your, like, ring finger and stuff, like, you would with a lord and stuff. He'd, like, kiss a ring, but there's no ring, so he just kisses your thing and says, mwah! Beautiful, beautiful lemon!
Am I by this?
No, you're talking to Carl right now.
I look at Shin like,
Yeah, Havoc, you come in and he goes, oh, my baby's all in the same tent! Where's the small one? Oh. I'm sure we'll meet later. And he turns around, he walks around, and it's a bit weird because he's never met Kizartabak or Baz before.
Yeah.
But he seems to know them. So he actually walks around the thing and stuff, and he says, "How can I help you?"
Is this real life?
No, I was gonna say, is this Magic Brian without the German?
No. Maybe.
No. It's similar, but no.
I'm so proud of Sam.
I'm so proud of Sam. No. He's just a really flamboyant old dude.
Wow.
Mood.
Where's Tree Nut?
Tree Nut, what do you... Oh, fucking Tree Nut! Tree Nut! And he starts calling for Tree Nut, and he's like, oh. Brings out a little, like, cookie. He goes, Tree Nut! And dropping from the ceiling comes this plump little green pseudo-dragon, and it goes, swallows the cookie up whole, and, like, wraps around his arm, and then back behind his shoulders, and kind of sits there and nestles in.
I love Tree Nut.
Hello, Tree Nut, you little feisty babe.
What? What did Tabak say?
What?
He flinched and moved towards the door a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about it, baby. Tree Nut wouldn't hurt a soul, unless I said so. But anyways, what can I help you with today? We've got a beautiful sale going on straw hats.
Do you have anything that I would find of interest today?
And he leads off like that, like he does that for a solid minute. He's just
Yeah.
like, maybe. Let me go check the back room. He turns around, he walks behind the little curtain that leads in. And you hear rummaging, and there's a cacophony as like some big box or something falls, and it goes, and he goes, oh no! And he reaches he comes back out.
Did he just get hit with a box and he's just, oh no!
Okay. As far as you can hear, a box fell, and he went, oh no. And he comes back out, and he's got a box. It's about this big. Good.
Like a shoebox?
There. It's like shoebox size. Yeah, it's about shoebox size and stuff. And he puts it on the thing, and he opens it up, and he looks at you guys and goes, rummages through it for a second and stuff, and he pulls out a canister about this long, like the size of a small like flute kazoo, like it's the size of a kazoo, right? And it's this little metal whistle, and he looks it over and he says, "No, I gave you this one." Tucks it back and he grabs another thing and says, "No, this one." And he pulls it out, and it's a cube. It's about this size.
About this size? Oh,
This.
sorry, it's about this size. Wait.
It's about this big.
Hey, same size.
Yeah.
Same hat! Ah.
It's a little metal cube.
Okay.
And he tosses it back and forth in his hands. He's like, I've got this for anyone that wants it. It's a nice cube.
What is it?
It's a cube.
For?
What does it do?
Cube things? What can it not do? It's a cube.
Can
Cubes
Shin
do
kind of
everything.
Hold his
Cubes.
hand out and be like, can I look at it closer?
Of course you can, darling. He puts it in your hand, and the cube doubles. Grows a little bit.
Okay. Just from sitting in my hand?
Just from sitting in your hand.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Shin kind of looks at it, moves it around, trying to see if he can find anything interesting about it.
Sure, you move it around. It is perfectly flat. Like, there is no indents, there's no markings or anything. It's a little cube of silvery white metal. And as you turn it over and stuff and looking it around, and there's a slight tick. And there's another,
Self-destruct mode activated.
and it starts to tick, 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 tick. And
Self-destruct
it
mode
expands
activated.
into a larger box. And it goes tick, 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 out of the box. Bigger and bigger and bigger until you're like struggling to hold this thing. Like, this thing is big box now.
Boxception.
And it goes ding. It opens up and folds itself over, and it makes like a small table almost thing.
Mhm.
Like the box folds off and you've got the flat surface at the bottom, and then the sides fold under to make like a small table thing. And laid out on top of this table is a small dinner. And he says, "This is a favorite of mine. It's called the box meal.
Mhm.
It's the box meal. You can order out.
Box.
Nice.
First Baz.
You can store food, cook it, leave it on the box table, close it up, and fold it away for later."
That's pretty happy.
Yeah.
You'd almost call it a happy meal.
That was a good one. And he goes, you simply tap the center, taps a little like circle about this big in the middle of the table, and it goes and it clinks to the ground as a small tiny metal box. It says, "Just think about the table and you've got the table. So, interested?
What if you don't think about the table?
Then it's just a box."
Well, what if you think of something else?
It's a box. It's a box table. It doesn't really do much other than that. It's like a microwave for you to go.
I think Shin has
What
pretty
is a
much got that at this point.
Oh, a microwave! And pulls out a shoebox-sized item, and he says, "This is a microwave." And to you, the closest it would resemble would be like an Xbox.
Oh, okay.
Right? It's got like a little disc thing, and he says, "You simply do this," puts a hand in, pulls it out, and there's a full plate of food. He says, "And it does that."
Interesting.
What?
Let me try it again. Puts the plate down, he goes, puts it into the little groove, whoop, pulls it out, different plate of food. Like that. Give it a try. Pushes it towards you slightly on the desk.
I think
Okay.
at this point, Shin's just like, this isn't quite what I'm looking for right now. I'm sorry.
Charlotte just continues pulling out plates and
You
plates.
know, they're like piling up and stuff. Like it's endless. You just keep pulling them out. and stuff.
Charlotte's mesmerized.
And
by
there's all different types. Like there's one that's got fish on it. There's one that's got chicken. There's one that's got some sort of weird like herb and garlic bread. You just keep pulling out. There's just countless things and stuff. And Shin, you say that, and he says, "Oh, too bad." And he leans over and he plucks the little cube from your hand, and he grabs the microwave. Like this thing weighs nothing, right? And he tosses the cube back into the shoebox and grabs them both and walks back into the back room. You hear him rummaging around for another second, and he comes back and he's got a little pouch with him, and he pops it down in the thing. He says, "This one is fun. You can store anything in the pouch. It's a fun pouch." And he opens it up, and he reaches a hand in, and his hand keeps going and going and going and going, and he pulls out, and pulls, and he pulls out a hat rack. He puts it down and says, "This is a magic hat rack. You put your hats on it, and it cleans them and makes them nice and pretty."
I'd like to test something.
Yeah.
May I borrow the pouch?
Yeah.
Okay, I try stepping in the pouch.
Yeah, no, you drop it in the pouch.
Holy shit.
You guys watch as Charlotte disappears in the pouch and says, "Oh, you might want to get your friend out.
I reach
I don't
in.
recommend that."
I reach into the pouch.
Yeah, you pull out Charlotte, and Charlotte, you are shivering and wet and cold. And while you were in the pouch, you had the feel of like something was like not touching you. Like it never came into contact with you, but you could feel something in there that moving around in there and stuff, and it's creepy and stuff. And there was always this little tune, like a Jack in the Box tune going on in there and stuff. And it felt like you guys watched her disappear. It was maybe 30 seconds she was in there. It felt like an hour.
Don't go in there. There's a jackass in there somewhere.
I reach into the bag again, trying to find what the heck they're talking about.
You make contact with something slimy.
Oh
And
god.
kind of swishy. They said, "Oh, careful, guys. Tony's in there."
Tony?
Tony! It's not octopus.
I pull it out.
You pull out and there's a tentacle. And it attaches to a tentacle and it pulls out and you keep pulling out. And this thing is like this size. Like the pouch is like this big and you're pulling out this tentacle that's easily like thicker than you are, Kizza. Okay. And you just keep pulling and pulling and stuff. Oh! He puts a hand on the tentacle of what you assume must be Tony now and he says, "Not in here, please. He's a bit big."
Oh, okay.
That's why he travels in the pouch. And he goes, "Good boy, Tony." And the tentacle goes, "Y'all." He slithers back into the pouch and he closes it up and says, "So, any interest?"
No.
If I
No.
take it, can I keep Tony?
No.
Sure!
I take the pouch from Kiza and I shove it in Atto's. Like, I
Okay.
forcefully give
He
it back
grabs
to
it and he says, "Oh, too bad. I'll get something else then."
Is he just gonna bring stuff until we buy stuff?
He goes out,
Yeah.
he comes back out and stuff, and he puts another little shoebox container, and he opens it up, and he pulls out 3 pairs of stiletto high heels. And he says, "These are fun little toys." And he grabs the one on the left, which are bright ruby red, and he clicks them together, and 2 blades come out of the heels.
I want him.
Bladed heels! Clicks them together, they go back, grabs them up, clicks them together, little wheels pop out, and he says, "Roller wheels!"
Holy shit.
And he pulls the last one pair out, clicks them together, they light up, start to
They light
sparkle.
up.
Wait,
He
what
says,
color are they?
"Glowing heels!" Silver.
You gotta take
want
the silver
'em.
ones. I.
So, interest?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I just keep tapping the bladed heels together.
I take the bladed heels.
Shink, shink.
I take the bladed heels out of their hand.
Okay,
It's mine now.
you've grabbed the silver ones?
Yeah.
Okay, and he points to the green ones and says, "Green, anyone?"
The roller heels.
Matching set.
He can roll away from us and be like, "They see me rolling."
No, Danny would really want them. Danny wants those.
but,
You don't know how much Danny wants those.
but Charlotte's not too sure.
No, Charlotte thinks that's a little bit witchcraft-like.
Charlotte is a sorcerer.
Charlotte's a sorcerer.
Charlotte
You guys don't even know why that's funny, though.
What?
You don't know either, but it's great. Anyways, back to this.
Okay,
Is there something special else about the heels?
No,
Are you lying to us?
Something special about
Oh.
Danny, probably. About Charlotte.
witches be bitches. Anyways,
No, she just thinks those are
he's modeling them like loads of hand models
What
on
about
like
Tannic?
he's like
He-
ooh,
okay.
ooh, 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 points at Tabak. He's like ooh, ooh, shoves them kind of up in your face and stuff. He's like, "Interest?"
Anyone want to buy them for Baz?
We are not getting those.
Yes,
for
I
that.
do think that Mr. Banham would want witchcraft-like footwear.
I think he does.
That was sarcasm, by the way.
I mean, they're matching
As long
sets.
as
You
they're
get all 3
brown.
anyway.
Okay, so
They're
Kiza puts the heels down to the side for a minute and is just like, "Is there anything else that you think I'd be interested in?"
He looks you over and stuff, and he kind of goes, Pulls out a little piece of paper. Says, "If you buy the heel set, I'll give you this coupon for Madame Meyham fortune-telling tent."
I'm
Do you
guessing
mean
that's the purple
Miyagi?
No,
one.
Meyham.
Okay.
How much?
Do
Are
I
the
wanna
heel
go
set?
to that?
Heels.
I want to go to that.
He clicks a little pair of glasses out of his hair, like you guys didn't know it was there, but it just flicks him down, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Right? And he
Says what the fuck?
no, like that's what you think. Like
Oh.
these things like come out of nowhere. They fucking appear, right? And he flicks him down. And he starts thinking to himself, and he's moving stuff around in the air that you cannot see and stuff. And he goes, "For the stilettos, and you're not getting the pouch and the metal table, right?
No.
No happy table."
I don't have
No.
the table, sorry.
Okay. Next time. So that'll be 30 gold.
Does Charlotte have gold?
I mean, she might.
Do you
Can-
wanna check?
Just so you guys are aware, I did check. You guys still have 60 party gold. So if you
60
want to
party
spend
gold?
party gold.
I've got 18.
Do we want to spend party gold to get us some heels?
Can I
Baz is
try
gonna,
them
like-
on to make sure they fit?
You know,
Baz is gonna run in and be like, guys, quick, we need 60 party.
So you would have just finished with Carl. You're looking for the soap place now. Yeah. So they're about, like, they're actually pretty small. Like, they're not human sized, they're like halfling gnome sized, right? So it is a good worry. And you go to put them on and stuff, and the second your foot touches it, they go whoosh, and they expand to be dragonborn sized. And you slip them on. They fit like a glove. Snug's a glove.
But you gotta wonder about blisters now.
Mm-hmm.
I've got scales.
Yeah, if anything, Shin is the one who should worry about blisters.
Yeah, sorry, Shin. You gotta worry about blisters there, bud.
Otto reaches under the thing and he pulls out a little like a slip pack,
mm-hmm.
and he says, "For an extra gold piece, footwear softeners.
Footwear softeners?
Anything you put them on, perfect fit, perfect feel.
Do you put them on your hands for a glove?
They only work on feet."
Oh no, that was Danny. I'm just like, if it's like a glove. Aha!
Are we getting these?
I don't know.
It's either that or we split it 50-50 and we pay 15 gold each. But I don't know if it's worth it for a pair of heels.
No, you get an extra pair of heels plus a coupon. That's not a bad deal. It's not particularly
He sees you guys
good
are thinking
deal
over and he says, "Tell you what, 30 gold. Throw in the fit 'em slip 'em. And," reaches under it, he's like rummaging through a thing, like he's like, I gotta find something. Pulls out a little like necklace type thing, like a rope thing, and it's got a little rock on it that's bright black pearl. And he puts it over on the desk and he says, "I'll throw that in."
What is it?
We'll take it.
No,
We'll take
wait,
it.
what is it?
We'll take
We'll
it.
take it.
It's a little like rope necklace, with a small black pearl hanging from it.
We'll take it.
Charlotte takes the necklace.
No.
No, she just wants to look at it.
Yeah, you just pick it up and stuff. You look at it. There is. Roll me an investigation check.
Oh wait,
Oh,
this
no.
one. 19 plus, do I
Yeah,
need...
that's high.
Yeah, okay.
So you look it over. There is actually stenciled into this pearl, and it's a small pearl. Like, it's not like a big rock or something, but stenciled in the. It's an amazing work of like etching and stuff. But stenciled in on this thing is the figure of a dragon. And on the other side of this
Stop it.
is stenciled an owl.
Yeah, I know it's mine. That's why I want it.
An owl?
An owl. On one side, there's a white owl stenciled into it, and on the other side, there's a silver dragon, and it has a 7-pointed star in its mouth.
I'll pay you for this.
No.
5 gold for the necklace alone.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
Give it to Dylan.
5 gold for the necklace alone.
I don't
I-
know what you mean.
I'll pay 20 gold and you can pay 10 and I get the necklace.
I'm down.
Okay.
Cool. He takes and he says, "Wonderful." And he puts the gold in. You guys, he grabs like a little like bag out, and it's got the silver scales, splendid scales on it with the set of like trade scales, and he puts them all into the thing. Includes the little necklace, gets like its own little pouch and stuff, and he ties off with a little ribbon. He puts it into the bag and he puts it out. He says, "For you though, I have something you might be interested in. You like the necklace." Reaches in, he brings out a small necklace, and this one is like bracelet sized. Actually, it's properly a bracelet. You could wear it as a necklace, but it's preferably a bracelet. And it has a feather, and next to the feather is a 7-pointed star, and next to that is a needle and a thread. He waves it in front of your face and says, 3 silver.
I don't know what you're talking about when you say 3 silver. 5 gold. But what does that mean?
I'm terribly sorry. I forgot all about you. Goes out and stuff, and he brings out this little chart that he flaps out, and it's got the different types of things. And he says, "That's a platinum. That is an extremium. That is gold. silver, copper. And this little jewel over here is called the Dreadnought. That, and he points to the little silver circle coin, is a silver. 3 of those, and you can have the necklace.
I don't have those.
Oh, I'll take a gold then. And I'll give you back some change.
Why do you want those? You only use...
I like glittery things.
Aren't you supposed to use the...
People these days, they only trade in coins. Back in my days, we traded in things much more valuable.
Okay, well, I'd like to forget about that necklace because I'm not giving up my my weapons, but I got something from Mr. Black Cat Man a while ago.
Ooh, something from the cat.
Yeah, and it was from
And
your...
he actually, when you said you forget about the necklace and stuff, he goes, like, he, like, flicks it, and it just disappears.
Okay, then.
And he laces his fingers together and he leans on the thing. And Shrinet, who's been, like, sleeping on his shoulders, kind of perks up their head a little bit, opens a single eye, and looks at you. It's like, tell me.
He stole a quill from you, and I wanted to return it.
Quill?
A quill, yeah. Hold on. I need to look up my items list now.
Wait, so who did he give the pouch to of, like, the heals and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
The what?
Remember,
give
we
the
just
heals?
bought
Oh,
heals.
the heels. I thought you meant like healing heals, and I was
No.
like, what? He didn't give you guys the pouch of heals. It's kind of sitting on the desk in front of you
I
guys.
take the red ones.
Have we paid for it yet?
Yeah, you paid for it.
Okay. I take that, and then you said the necklace was in a separate bag?
Yep, it's got its own little red bag that it's been dropped into the big bag.
Okay. I'll fish out the pouch with the necklace, and I'll put the heels, the glowing heels, in my backpack.
Cool. He says, okay, I'll take the bag back. Takes the bag.
Well, did you grab the green ones?
No, I grabbed the red ones.
Okay, put the bag back out. It's got the green one still in there, and it's got the slip and feel 'em. I think they're called.
Okay, I grabbed both of them.
Okay, he takes the
It's
bag.
mine.
Okay.
I gotta write that
It's
I
like a
grabbed these.
shopping bag.
Yeah.
Right, so if you guys want to use it, you can use it.
Okay, Charlotte hands him a box, and it's got a silver Pegasus quill in it.
He opens it and says, ooh! I gave him this one, but thank you for giving it back.
You're welcome.
He tucks it into this thing and says, here. Pulls one out, and he hands you it. And it's another box, about the same length and everything, and he hands it to you. He says, for the favor.
Oh boy, where should I put this?
Thank you.
Somewhere.
I was only
Where should I
trying to
write
be
down that I have
nice.
these?
I'd actually recommend.
So it's a little chestnut box.
I'd actually recommend
Cool.
starting a page that has all your items on it, because the item box on your character sheet is not big enough to keep all of your
It's
items
very,
on.
very big. Do you want a piece of paper?
I got paper.
Yeah, because otherwise it's really hard to keep track of all of your
Okay,
items.
I'm gonna change my mind. The last page of my book is now my item list. So the second to last 2 pages are. Are they glowing? What are they?
The heels?
The green are the rolling ones.
So the red ones have the little knives in them. The green ones have the little wheels. And the
The silver ones
silver
glow.
ones glow.
Okay, so what else did I have? I had something.
You had the what you
Coupon.
call it?
Called.
The coupon for
No. Okay, well I know.
Madame Magavi.
What does the coupon say on it? Like, is
It's got a picture of a deer.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, that's a different place. It's got a picture of a little skull done in gold on a purple background. And underneath is scrawled Madame Magavi's Most Wonderful Tales. And above it says, 1 free group reading.
group reading?
Cool.
Nice.
And then there was something else. The thing to make the shoes not hurt.
Yeah.
The slip 'em and feel 'ems. which has 2 sets of like sock-like things. They're like ballet socks, right? So like you pull them over your toes and your heels and stuff, but there's no top to them.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Do
Do you want some socks?
I think I'm good right now. I'm not putting the heels on right now.
Okay.
Oh, I should write down that I also have my heels, because I'm not going to put them on either. Not yet.
I
They'll
found
come
a
of
chestnut
use.
box.
You can open the chestnut box.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah, because I
Yeah,
opened the
so
chestnut
you
box.
open the chestnut box. Inside is a quill
Yeah.
and a little thing of like shimmering multicolored ink. Like it's like if you've ever seen like a proper pearl, they're like a white silver, but if you hold them in the right light, they have like that kind of shimmering like rainbow
It's
color.
iridescent.
Over it. Iridescent.
Iridescent.
That's what it is.
Iridescent.
Thank you for that. I couldn't remember the name.
It's fine.
It's iridescent ink
Yeah.
and a long golden quill. And he says, that will write to anyone you can think of. Get a piece of paper, write them a note, snap your fingers 3 times, they'll get the note. Guaranteed.
Thanks.
Hey.
I don't know what I'll
No
use
problem.
this for.
Says, anything else I can help you with? Or are we done shopping?
I think we're done.
Can I pet Tree Nut?
Yes, of course you can! Trinette loves petting. And he leans over and stuff, and Trinette kind of like lifts a head towards you.
So you're gonna pet him?
You know, Danny was gonna give Tree Nut the middle finger. No, she pets him.
He gives like this low like pearl.
Pearl?
Pearl?
I said pearl so much.
I was gonna say you said a lot of pearl.
Purr, like a cat purrs, but it's more reptilian kind of, like it's a little bit harsher.
Mhm.
And then he pulls away and he like nips one of your fingers. Not enough to like draw blood or stuff. Like it's like a friendly little nip, right? And then he flutters away on his big wings. His little fat body not just barely being like held up by these things.
He's a bee. Okay.
All known laws of aviation. Trina
Yeah, oh
should
god,
not
stop,
be-
stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're heading out.
Okay. Tabak want to do anything?
I was gonna ask if he has anything for me.
Oh, so Silver Scales turns to you and Stephanie says, you know, I think I've got something in stock you might be interested in. Give me 2 minutes. And he goes and he rummages through the back.
Does it take him 2 minutes or does it take him longer?
It does take him 2 minutes. It takes him 2 minutes on the dot. He's
God.
very good with times. I'm sorry, I had to find it. I have a little thing here for it. There it is. And he grabs it out. He comes out and he's got a small book with him, like a leather-bound book, and it's got a little rope tied around it. There's a big spiral on the middle, and he hands it over, and he says, "This is what I call a dream journal."
Dream journal.
What does it do?
It records things you know, and things you might have forgotten, and things you might need to know. Dreams, essentially.
How much?
15 gold.
And of the gold, take it.
Okay, yeah. He packs it in one of those little silver scales bags for you and hands it over and stuff, and he's like, "Pleasure doing business with you, Stellas." And he waves you guys away as you go out the door.
Hmm.
And the furls of the tent kind of close behind you. There's a squawk from inside, and he says, "Trina, get that out of your mouth!" And then it goes quiet again. You guys are back out in this marketplace. Baz, you're looking for soap.
Oh no.
Roll me an investigation check.
To see if you can actually find soap.
18.
Oh,
18? Yeah, no, you managed to track down this little
the best soap.
place. It's in the corner of the actual marketplace. Like, it's not like a well-traveled thing, but it's got a range. There's an older-looking halfling woman sitting on a stool, and she's knitting away. And there's spread out across in front of her a couple of crates with soaps and different like cooking oils and essentials and stuff. And there's some scented candles and an assortment of stuff like that.
I want to know. Baz wants to go and look around for the most expensive soap.
Okay. There is a small bin
Mhm.
in the corner, and it has 3 bars of soap in it, and it says 58 gold. And they are all this deep, deep, rich purple. And etched into them is a small. One of them has a small, like, mountaintop carved into it. The second one has a forest, and the third one has, like, a cliff overlooking, like, a sea.
Can I investigate the mountain one?
Yeah, sure, roll.
I got a 3.
You can't see too much. It looks familiar, though.
Can I pick up the soap and bring it to the lady and be like, excuse me, ma'am. I was curious about this little bar soap.
Oh, that's a lovely one there. Let me see. And she grabs it from you and she looks it over and stuff. And she's like, oh, you found the dream soaps. You put them in the bath with you. They're one use only, but they'll show you visions of a place you've forgotten. Or a place you wish you could.
I didn't hear
Oh,
that.
no!
Anyone wondering? Baz just had a moment of realization that looked really, really great.
Good thing I zoned out.
You seem to be doing that a lot lately.
Whatever.
Do you have a condition? I have a condition that causes me to do that, but...
Oh, man.
Are you dying internally?
Baz is having a heart attack. Oh, it's lovely.
Do I wanna? It's really early in the game, though.
What?
You could always save it for later.
But do you have the amount of gold you
Oh, hell
need?
yeah, I do.
Yay!
Yeah, he has a lot of money.
Something about dream soap, but okay. That's all I
Yes. I'm gonna buy it.
Okay,
I under 1 platinum.
it's 58 gold.
I know I don't have enough gold for that. I only have 3 platinum.
Okay, she takes it and she looks at it and, like, her eyes light up and she's like, you can have all 3 for this.
Sure.
Okay, you take them. Yeah, no, she
Do you want
takes
a
the
pencil?
platinum, and she, like, ferrets it away and she's, like, starting to pack up her shop and stuff. And she's like, I can live on this scone.
I love her so much.
And she packs up, like, the soap thing, but she hands over the things, in this little bag. It's got, like, a little scented candle on it.
Okay, after that, I'm just gonna find these guys.
Okay, yeah, you meet back up with them. They've just come out of Silver Scales. You find them again. You guys are kind of wandering around.
1 forest, 1 mountain.
I need a scroll.
1 forest, 1 mountain, and 1 sea.
I need a scroll.
Gotta go to the purple thing.
Okay, you want to find a scroll place?
I want to find a scroll.
Roll investigation.
How long have we
Tabik,
been recording?
anywhere you want to go?
Blacksmith.
Blacksmith, roll investigation, please. With advantage. If Baz tells you where the blacksmith is.
Oh, I got a 5.
No? Okay, roll it with advantage. You look around, like, there's you can assume there's probably gonna be something around here, because it's a trade port and stuff. They're definitely gonna have some, like, cartographer's place where they sell scrolls, but you can't see any booths that actually sell them. It might be that you have to get them from a proper shop in town. You might be able to stop by the ship guild and find one, but it doesn't look like anyone's selling them just out in the booths.
Okay.
15, by the way.
15? Yeah, no, you managed to track it down. You've got, like, a natural sense for this sort of stuff, and there's a slight bit of smoke rising up on one side. So you find the little thing, and it's a little shop that's been set up. It's got a nice table and stuff, arms and armors. There's a little stove kind of fire pit thing and a nice anvil. And behind the anvil is a stout-looking half-orc man with slicked black hair and a big, bushy red mustache. And he turns around and he says, "Name's Carl. How can I help you?"
I'd like to look at any weapons you may have.
Weapons, sure. Any particular interest or just anything?
maces mostly?
Maces. I've got a couple of those lying around. And he digs around through like a back table he's got and stuff, and he puts up 3 maces onto the table in front of you. And they're all relatively well done and stuff, and he says, they're nice maces. They'll hold out in a fight. They're worth something. I'll sell them 30 for this one, 40 for this one, and 43 for this one. And he points to a small kind of iron one, a nice steel one, and a slightly fancy looking steel one.
I'm guessing you're saying silver, not gold.
Yeah, silver. Not gold.
Can I roll an investigation check to see the stats on them?
Yeah, sure.
13.
Okay. Yeah, you've been around smithing and stuff. You know smithing very well. The first 2 are both +1 to attacks. So they're +1 maces. The fancier one is also a +1 mace, but it also gives you advantage on charisma checks or intimidation checks used with the mace. It's a nice looking mace. They're not super fancy, but they're probably better than the one you have.
What?
Oh my god.
Okay. Sorry, Danny said do this.
Is this yours?
No.
Okay.
That's why I said to you.
I'll get the last one.
Okay, yeah. So it's 43 silver, I believe I said.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll hand over a gold piece and ask for change.
Yeah, he hands you change for it. And he says, "Thanks for buying. Anything else I can interest you in, or is that all for today?"
That's all, thank you.
Nice doing business with you. You kind of wander around. What about the rest of you?
I want to go to the purple tent with Dylan.
Purple tent, purple
Yeah,
tent,
before we-
purple tent, purple
Purple
tent.
tent?
What's the
I'll make
purple
my way
tent?
over there.
It's the fortune teller.
Fortune teller.
Fortune teller.
Yeah. So
Purple tent.
Tabak, you meet
No.
back up with them.
Purple tent?
No. I want to go look for stuff.
There's other places I want to go, but I mainly want to go to the purple tent.
Yeah.
No,
Do you want to
good.
go to the purple tent first or no?
Maybe before the purple tent, we like.
Sorry,
pause.
are
It's
we-
been- We've been going for an hour 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll pause for a minute here.
Okay, sorry. No. Are we grouping here
Where is here?
at
where,
this
where
purple tent?
where are we
We're at
standing?
this purple tent right now. Are we here? Are we grouping here?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
I sit down outside the tent. I will wait here.
Are you okay?
I just had a muscle spasm and my arm cracked.
Ooh, painful. Yeah, Tabak, you come up to them as they're kind of like discussing and arguing over where they should go next.
My whole left side, man,
You guys
is
aren't
fucked up.
at the purple tent right now. You've kind of exited Silver Scales and made your way to the fountain in the middle. So you guys are kind of hanging around the fountain right now when Tabak finds you.
Okay.
So just to run over what you guys have again to go look at. There is the large purple tent with the kind of golden silks hanging off it. There is a silver white tent. There's a white tent. Did I say white?
For, which one? For silver scales?
No, not silver scales.
No,
Green. Sorry.
The green one, yeah.
There was a green one
with the silver deer.
with the silver deer flag kind of thing flying above it. And there was the kind of plain brown wool one that had a sign that says Monk's Hood.
Right.
And then there's just your variety of little shops.
Alright, fine. Charlotte's bored. She's going in with you guys, I guess.
Okay, Tabak.
You coming into the purple tent?
Awesome, wonderful. We will carry on. We'll take a short break, and then when we get back, you guys will go into the purple tent.
Into the purple tent.
Into the purple tent. Into the purple tent we go. Into the purple tent we go.
Yeah.
So join us back in about 15 minutes. We'll be back up.